figured out what I call the plain Jane version of this. We'll do what I call a more advanced version in the future. I just wanted to get you off the ground and get you playing this song. And you've come at a good time, Henry, because you're going to be playing this week, this song. Yeah, you are. And while I'm at that, maybe I'll leave the talking till later, because I've got a habit of yapping a bit too much at the start, and maybe I should just play the thing first and then leave the yapping to the end. So with that, I'll just put the camera down, eh? Okay. How are we looking? Zoom here, that's better. Yeah, okay. Good. Okay. And I haven't even got it turned on. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now I've got the mic go. Now, if you saw my last video, I said use these fingers. Scratch that, scratch the whole section. I always had something different. And yeah, I'm going to keep the yapping down to a minute because I've got a little bit to say about this song at the end. So we're going to use our, with those fingers, thumb, pointer, and ring finger on the opposite to get that drilled in. C to G to A. Get that finger out the way, Scott. To F. Then back to C. And when you got your hand here, you know that finger is literally sitting over the E, and you get back to your C. C, G, A, F, C, G, A minor, F major, C major, G major, A minor, F major, major, minor, 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 major, major, minor, diminished, back to the start. Okay, let's do the song instead of doing some other lesson. So yes, we're going to use those fingers, and I'm just going to play it through the first section, and it literally just goes through the 5, 5, 1, 5, 6, 4 progression. So it starts off. When I find myself in trouble, I'm on the wrong words, excuse me. When I find myself in trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, here we go. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Now watch this. When you get to there, you're going to have to, and this is exactly the same in the recording, jump your hand to there, jump your hand to there with these fingers, the claw as they call it, thumb, middle finger, pinky, and these fingers are the F, E, D, C, because it goes, let it be. So again, you're switching fingers from, know your fingers are hooked there, so you just go, you're going from there, and you switch again, switch again, okay? And with the bass notes, I played that without the pedal and it sounds pretty good to me. I like that. On that subject, I've always talked about making these songs your own, and every song will come with, every lead sheet will come with so many beats per minute, and I'm not a big fan of that unless I'm playing like fast rock and roll. When we done an Akadaka song, actually I haven't finished that for you. I've got to do that for you too. Anyway, it's when you get to this part, you can do it. If you want to do it like this, and hold the pedal down. Fine, go right ahead and do it. If you want to do it quick, go ahead and do it. Make it your own. We're here to enjoy this magnificent machine and de-stress. It's not, I don't want you to go and the last thing we want to do is treat this thing as a chore, you know, like, oh, I've got to do the practice today, I've got to no, once again, I don't know what your ambitions are, whether you want to be a weekend warrior, if you only got that time to get on the weekends, which is just fine. I might be talking out of school here. I will suggest this: if you're serious about learning piano, you've got to just put in 15 minutes a day, and just block it out where you can, where you know you've got 15 minutes spare. And I know some of you work very late, and I know one in particular. G'day, mate. And just block out a section and just turn everything off and go and have a cup of tea, relax for a bit, and get on your piano, and you know that you've got that time slot allocated for that 15 minutes every day at a certain time. I don't know what your schedule's like, so every 15 minutes every day, you're going to sit down at the piano and do whatever you're working on, whatever I've produced so far. You're going to work on that, whether it's a scale to warm up with, which I suggest we work on your C scale, get that underhand, and then move on to a song and do 15 minutes and bang. And do not, I've said this in other videos, don't end on a mistake. Like, don't get close to your end of your 15 minutes and literally maybe set a timer and go, okay, and instead of looking at the clock or whatever. And when it goes off, if you're on a mistake, just slow, write down, just say you're doing this, and you go. And you buggered it up. Don't just go away from the piano and say, no, I've had enough. 15 minutes is up, I've had enough. I've learned the hard way that is a major mistake. And my friend Harry will back me up on this one. There's a thing in the head called the malignant system or something. It's in the back of your brain. So what you learn right at the end of the day will and if it's correct, it'll stick with you. And when you come back, so say you finish on the right chords, the right thing that you've worked on, and you've done it well, and you haven't made a mistake, you'll come back to the piano even better the next day. You'll go back to it and say, okay, I worked on this, and you'll find that you're a little bit better on it because apparently it's sort of like cements it a little bit further in your sleep overnight. So once you come back to the piano, you go back to that same song you're working on, and you go, okay, I'm at this stage of it, and you replay it, and you go, oh, that seems to be a little bit easier, and that's the reason, because you didn't leave it on a mistake, and two, your brain solidified it overnight, and bang, you come back the next day, and you're laughing. So, for what it's worth, I just highly recommend you do that. All right. Where were we? Told you I was going to leave the talking to the end, didn't I? God, no, I'll help myself, will I? All right, so I'm just gonna do it for right from the top again, because I've lost my way. I've literally done this video. I think this is my 4th crack at it, and I said I was going to do it today, so I'm going to do it. But I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Did we talk about that? So once you get to that end of that run, it is, then you're there, then you literally got to jump your hand down to there, and then once you use the hook, thumb, middle finger, and pinky, known as the claw, or I think that some musos call it the claw, the hook, and you're going to do this. Those fingers there, back to your hook. Those chords are, and this is exactly the same as the recording, that is an F in root position, that is a C/E, I'll show you in a minute on the bit of paper, that is a D minor 7, and that is back to our C. C up there, C in the bass, C. So I'll show you here. So you're going from your F to your C/E to a D7. D7, I'll just explain that once again, because we went from there's your D7, so we're just playing the D down there. If we put it up there, there's a D7. D, F, A, C. Remember I said this thing's mathematical? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D7, not rocket science, is it? C7. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. So we've got that run down, and now you're at the stage where you've got to get back to here. And for those that have got small hands, which is going to be very rare, that you can't reach to there, I can reach to a 10th. I can just get to that. Sometimes I rarely play that. Sometimes I'll go like that. And that's what I suggest. If your hands are tiny and you can only, that is your, and fully stretched, you are there, excuse me, you are here, you're on C, which we ended up on. And you can only stretch there, you know that's your full stretching. You know you're on the C, you know you're on your B. Just go scooch, scooch. Or the other method, your finger on the, I call these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not sharps or flats. I've worked out a way around that. I'm going to teach you that because it's reading lead sheets is I've literally worked a way out how to redesign a lead sheet, and yeah, I'm going to teach it to you. I'll probably publish it one day. Okay, and you can use that method as well, knowing that is a 3, and you've just got. Remember we done that exercise? So you don't even have to look at the progression when you've got your finger hooked on the 3, or the F sharp, or the G flat. That's just, nah. I figured out a different way to write out a lead sheet that actually looks, instead of you can see them here. Obviously you can't see. There's just a little, the actually sharp, and it's just a B. It's a funny looking B with a flat ankle on it. It's a flat, but I worked out another system. Just do it in colours. Yeah, I'd probably give that away. So anyway, then you've got to get back to here. Okay, so we're going back up to the top, and it goes, and when the broken hearted people living in a world of glee, there will be an answer, let it be. We're back up to here. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. And we come to here, whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Yep, that's it. And then the thing literally goes through again with the same sequence, and I'll attempt to sing the second line in order and do this straight through. And if you've got any questions, shoot them through to me. And just know that every time I go to a new chord, I'm literally lifting my foot up, and I'm going like that. When I get to this one, I go down. When I get to the next one, like that. To the next one. And so on. I'm lifting the pedal up and holding it down until I get to that next chord, because it's 2 beats, and you're holding it for 2 beats. Okay? Alright. Now, the second line goes, remember the words. It's a song that's been with us for how long? 50 odd years? 60 maybe? I can't remember. And when the broken hearted people living in a world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be. Excuse me. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Well, I think I managed to get through that reasonably well. I'm not sure. I have to have a look at the recording. If it's up, it's up. If it's not, I'm going to redo it. Just one thing to notice, I didn't finish on a mistake. And yes, I didn't finish on a mistake, so I'll come back to that. Just while I'm at this, with these songs, instead of looking like there's a lead sheet there, I could have literally was reading it as I was playing it. and it's a whole different area to sing and play at the same time. It's another layer. It's another skill set. It's because we're playing a complement style, chords in the right hand and bass notes in the left. Whereas the opposite, we are playing chords in our right hand and melody lines in the right. So that being said, that'd be the end of this video. Okay, you know what to do. If you're not on, this will be going out on TikTok and Instagram. If you're not over my YouTube, I highly recommend you get over there, because I'll rip all these things to pieces and I'll answer all your questions at YouTube, at Instagram and Facebook, and what's the other one, TikTok. I'm just pasting there for you to, you can learn it there, but you're going to learn more at the YouTube channel, where I literally rip all these things apart. And if I didn't explain something quite, if you got confused along the way, I'll answer your questions there. I'll get back to you the next day. That is my goal. That is my goal, and that's what I want you to get over to the YouTube channel and grow this community. Yeah, and welcome to Harry. Did I say welcome to Harry, a new subscriber? G'day, Harry. I think I've done it at the start. Excuse me, I'm losing my mind today. And fly me to the moon. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe, tell your mates, ring the bell, and all that jazz. Peace out. Love yous all. See you later. Bye.